Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz, trying to play Familiars today. Sunscape Familiar is a cost reducer for green and blue spells. We're basically a blue deck. And I'm bringing back the 8 cantrip version of FAMs today, playing 3 Meeting of Minds, and we've got Muldrifter and Lorien Revealed as more action spells, 2 Murmuring Mystic, which spits out birds, so we have a bunch of ways to trigger that with Meeting of Minds and the Ponders, Preordains, and the God-pharoah Faithfuls here. Playing the foil as a free counter spell so we can just try to keep tapping out and developing. Here I'm going to be playing 1 Dawnbringer Cleric to try to hedge against the red deck, as well as have more early creatures. Hopefully this will be good. I've been absolutely getting destroyed in leagues by mono red, everything else. FAMs is like just a little slow for the format, but we'll try to perform. I'll see you in the matches. Brave New Worlds in Philadelphia is hosting a Pauper 1K on April 27th. The prizes are going to go up, up, up if we get more than 25 players. Check out all the details in the description. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. All right, we're on the play round 1 versus maybe a fairies player. We can keep this. Or Nissa, huh? Maybe L's. Play the landscape and pass. Planning to... I guess I could fetch for an island and then cycle 4 planes, play the Faithful on turn 1. Turn 2... They're playing basic forest. I think I need to get my creatures on the table. So let's grab island. If we grab a plains and we draw an island, then we can maybe just play the familiar on turn 2. Okay, Faithful... Chancery back the plains. That's good. Return. So next turn I have play the familiar and draw. We play Malevolent Rumble. So this is red-green ramp that just had no turn 1 play. Huh. They choose Avenging Hunter. Go land. Play the familiar. Play Meeting of Minds. It's drawing cards. I found foil. I also have Ephemerate. For 4 mana, they're paying 3, but I imagine they're going to put a Chrysalis down. They put a Banner Hide down. We have another familiar. So I can play this, play the familiar, and then evoke and ephemerate the Muldrifter, hoping to draw an island so I can foil the Avenging Hunter if they play it. Draw 2, ephemerate the Muldrifter. Awesome. Okay, that worked out. Okay, we are definitely ahead now. I can foil pitching a Ponder. They're getting in for 4. I don't care about that. Pays 3 mana for a Jewel Thief. That's fine. We're going to rebound the Ephemerate on the Muldrifter. Boom. Got another 2 cards. They have a Vines of Vastwood. Okay, I'll counter. I'd rather just draw the cards. Draw 3. Alright, so we have Murmuring Mystic into a Ponder. Plus Shuffle. I don't like this that much, though. This Barons being here is not great. I think I do need to put the Murmuring on the table. Play the island. Ponder. Make a bird. If you can find a Meeting of Minds. Just a bunch of Loriens and Muldrifters. It's probably keepable. I'm not going to use the ability and I'll pass the turn. I have to make sure I do choose no shuffle when I don't want to shuffle. So they're playing red-green ramp, but not ramping whatsoever. Getting in for 7's fine. They have all Tramplers. Playing a Writhing Chrysalis. They do have Nyxborn in their deck, so they can make the Chrysalis a Trampler as well. I need a Snap. There's another Jewel Thief. Avenging Hunter and 1 Unknown. So let's play Archaeomancer. Ephemerate. Then hit a Chancery. Pick up this. Cycle it for an island. Ephemerate the Mancer. And I think I just get the foil. So nothing crazy happens. And pass. Plan on blocking here. They have 7, 10 damage. Currently, they have nothing that they can do like Banner Hide wise. There's a Utopia Sprawl, okay. I would pitch these 2 cards to the foil. 7 mana. They're going to Nyxborn here. Luckily I had the foil, so I could tap out and still counter. Force of Will and Pauper. We also lost our other Lorien Revealed to the shuffle. They have no ways to pay mana for stuff. So we're going to do this, block here. I could just triple block the Jewel Thief. That off the table. That seems okay. Or block one and then block like this. Kill the Mole Drifter, but the Jewel Thief will die. You know they have a Avenging Hunter in hand. Ephemerate the Mancer. Okay. So we're spitting out birds. Hopefully we draw some Meeting of Minds. Play a Faithful. And then I think I'm just going to Drifter Ephemerate. Draw 2. Got another foil. Ephemerate the Mole Drifter. Things are just working out right now. Our opponent did not have that fast start that has been absolutely destroying me in Pauper. I'm going to draw 3 cards. We're at 20 life. Finding a Meeting of Minds. Let's go. Tap. Pay 1. And pay 1. Draw 2 cards. Maybe I should have played the Faithful first. Finding another Mystic. Let's go Island. And then cycle this for an Island. So I can cast the foil from hand. And I guess pass the turn. I didn't even attack. Didn't need to attack. Let's get rid of Plains. That second Mystic is going to seal the deal. Easy. Avenging Hunter. Fine. Now they can use the Banner Hide, though. If they have a Banner Hide in hand. They're going to attack. So I will put 4 in front of here. Put the birds in front of the creature. I guess that allows them to use it from the graveyard, so maybe that was a bad idea. Did not think that through. This creature has a ability, Scavenge, for 5 green. You can put a number of +1/+1 counters. So you can put 4 counters on something. We will Ephemerate the Archaeomancer. Back the Ephemerate. Let's go Faithful. Mystic. Cast a Ponder. Looking for a Snap. Here we go. The rest of it I don't want. We can snap here. Bounce it. Triggers on the stack. Birds flying all over the place. On tap. Then cast a Ponder. And shuffle. We have Dawnbringer Cleric. Let's go ahead and Ephemerate the Archaeomancer. And return the Meeting of Minds. Just cast Meeting of Minds. I have so many birds on the table. I'm enjoying myself. Birds. Birds everywhere. Draw 2 cards. Another Ephemerate, huh? Play the Dawnbringer Cleric. Go ahead and destroy your enchantment. Chancery and pick up this. Attack. Forgot that I was also going to get an island off of the initiative. This is actually pretty fun so far, so I'm glad. I've been having a hard time. I've been trying to record Familiars a couple times today, and it's just not been fun. Here we go. It's nice that our opponents had a slow start. Okay. Guess I can just play another Familiar. Or I can Ephemerate the Mancer. Get the Snap. Snap the Avenging Hunter. That's a lot better than what I was going to do. We're at 1,000,000 life. We have 1,000,000 birds. On tap. I have 3 Familiars in play now, so Lorien Revealed is a 2-mana draw 3. Almost the same as a Deadly Dispute. Okay. And then I will pass, I guess. I have foil and foil. Double foil. Discard a Snap to the foil. I can make a land drop. What's your plan, opponent? You're going Malevolent Rumble. I'm going to cast Avenging Hunter, but it's not going to resolve because I have a Force of Will. Zam! They decide to attack. I'll block. Okay, first things first. We're going to Ephemerate. I have 20 power. I have 22 power in the air right now. Oh, it's crazy. Good times. I don't even have to Ephemerate, but it's fun, so I'm going to do it. Ephemerate the Mancer. We return the Ephemerate. We do it again. And then we'll Forge, making them this bird big. Go to attacks. All of these cards attack. This one and this one attack. F6. And we win. The important thing is when you're playing this deck with all these triggers, you do have to pay attention to the processing power. Let's see how much, Magic Online needs to be restarted. So our sideboard does not really have any cards that matter, I think. That means we're just going to resubmit. Okay, I'll keep this one. Faithful into Familiar. You start with an Arbor Elf. I could counterspell that, but I don't think it's the greatest plan. All right, let's play the Faithful out. So now I actually could foil something, but then I'm pitching the Snap. I could foil pitch Preordain. I think I should save the foil for a possible Avenging Hunter. A Malevolent Rumble, finding Nyxborn, Breath Weapon, Chrysalis Forest. So Breath Weapon's not very good against me. To take the Chrysalis. I make 3 mana. Plays another Malevolent Rumble. I suppose you take a second Chrysalis then. Right. Play another Faithful. Then Chancery back to Plains. I think I can manage everything that's not an Avenging Hunter. So that's the main thing I'm worried about with the foil. They can actually cast both Chrysalis here. They go Chrysalis, untap, Chrysalis. Okay. They should not have sacrificed their spawn because they had red-green. Untap. Sure. Chrysalises are here. 2 giant Chrysalises. All right, we have errands. So let's go Sunscape Familiar, snap the Arbor Elf, and then get an island and Preordain. Bounce this. I guess I don't even have to do that right now. I could hold up just hardcast foil. We're getting hit for 5, 8, 10, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. Wait, no. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 a turn. Okay. You don't know. Yeah, I will pass. Arbor Elf comes back down. They have 2 cards. Malevolent Rumble. Okay. Yikes. So Bannerhide they can use for a bunch of stuff. Now it's 14, 15 a turn with all of the Chrysalises. They chose Bannerhide. I think I can't do anything about that. Okay. Chrysalises are ginormous. Bannerhide comes down. They have 1 card left in hand. They attack for currently 11. I'll take it. Cycle for an island. Now I just want to string together some cantrips to get that life back. Uh-oh. Maybe our opponent has a removal spell right now. They don't have green, though. Yeah, they can't have a removal spell. Breath Weapon doesn't do anything right now. Get an island. Start with Preordain. So we have Mystic and Familiar. Mystic is good. Familiar is good. But I'm not really getting anywhere with that. So I think I have to bottom these. Because that's just too many turns of not doing anything. Let's Preordain again. We're at 15. We have a Muldrifter on top. Bottom. Top. Play the land. Snap the Arbor Elf again. Or we could snap this. And they have to recast it. I only have 1 creature to deal with. This will be 7, 11 damage. So, or no. 7, 8, 9. 9, 13 damage. Maybe I just snap the Krushock. It's already, there's so much damage. I'll snap the Krushock. Be back off the table. Untap. Pass the Muldrifter. Looking for a Medium Mines. We found it. Got 2 cards. We're at 21 life. Finding a snap. I have a Flicker as well. Can't foil this turn, so we're just at the mercy of what they're doing. Can they deal me 21? I mean, worst comes to worst, we can block with the Faithful. Making mana. Recasting the Bannerhide, it looks like. Uh-oh, they're doing a lot of things. Currently has 15 power. Oh, they're going to use a Bannerhide from the graveyard, Nyxborn. So this is 20 damage. And then if they have a ram through, so I'm just dead. Wow. Got me. I will try again. Bummer town for us. This looks better. Keep. So land, we get Faithful Preordain. We start casting cantrips. I don't know. Grab the plains. Goes forest. So they're being nice and not starting out very quickly for us. We can just Faithful, jam the Preordain, trying to use all of our mana. Familiar. Don't think I need the Cleric. Bam is good. Let's see if they just play a turn to Rumble again. You can see the difference between them starting out with the Arbor Elf and not. They take a Chrysalis. Play the Familiar and the Floodplain. When it goes Chrysalis. Okay. So, since I drew the Chancery, now it costs 3 mana to Drifter and then Snap. Just to do that for a 0 mana draw 2 off of the snap. Snap the Mole Drifter. Untap these. And then we'll play Faithful and a Faithful. Next turn, I have a Mole Drifter, and then I can, I guess, maybe I play the island first, then I have blue-white open. They have a Sprawl. Writhing Chrysalis is already on the table. Uh-oh, looks like they have either a Chrysalis or an Avenging Hunter. Will they tap 5 mana? It's another Chrysalis. They get in for 3, which they could make 6. Start with Preordain. Looking for Ephemerate or Flicker. So that completely negated their attack. On the Ephemerate, I bottom the Chancery, top the Ephemerate. He will evoke the Drifter. Draw 2. Finding a Mystic. Ephemerate the Drifter. Make a snap. So if I snap the Drifter, can't replay it right now. I'll just pass. Next turn, a lot's going to happen. We can go Familiar, Mystic, Chancery, Snap, replay the Mole Drifter. I'm protected from a ram through as well with the snap right now. They're sacrificing. Eldrazi Repurposer. So they're just going big on these Chrysalis. Okay. Another Chrysalis. Okay. Make it stop. As soon as the Mystic is in play, the Chrysalis won't matter anymore. Getting in for a lot. No blocks. We go to 15. I'll cycle for an island. Then upkeep Ephemerate. Draw 2 cards. Then draw a card for turn. See if I can't draw into some Meeting of Minds. Make birds. Draw 2 cards. Come on, opponent. Okay, so we've drawn Meeting of Minds, Mancer, and a Lorien. Okay, start with Familiar. You can play the Mystic. You can cast Meeting of Minds, tapping Familiar and Mole Drifter. Making birds. Another Mystic. Okay. Play the island. Snap your... Maybe I snap my Mole Drifter. Guess I snap my Mole Drifter. Untap. Then we can go Archaeomancer. And then return the Ephemerate. And then Drifter Ephemerate. The next turn I can play the Chancery and do snap stuff and play Mystic and just go wide enough to kill them. Get the Ephemerate. Make blue and then cast the Drifter. Gaining life up to 30. If I can draw a foil, that would be pretty good. Ephemerate the Mole Drifter. Make another bird. Right now, we have any non-tramplers covered. They're making red and red. Okay, they're going for a breath weapon. That stinks. That was a good moment for a breath weapon. Plumber Town. Now they have a Nyxborn. Probably putting it on their biggest creature. But I can block the Repurposer and the 7/8. Block. Okay, they didn't attack with the other one. Fine. I can kill the Nyxborn with my Cleric. That's kind of good. So, Dawnbringer Cleric. Destroy that enchantment. Faithful. The Mystic currently costs 2. Okay, we go to 17. We play land. Play another Lorien Revealed. Breath Weapon makes sense against the birds. Pass the turn. A Malevolent Rumble. Really did not find anything there. They found a Repurposer. The Writhing Chrysalis will get bigger. A lot bigger. They chose the Wild Growth. Don't know why. They could have chosen Repurposer. Maybe they have another trample-y thing or another breath weapon. I'll just take 7, I guess. Or 8 if they crack the spawn. Plays a Bannerhide from hand. And they're out of action. Play Faithful. Play Familiar. Cast a Mole Drifter for 2 mana. Cast Meeting of Minds. Tapping the Mole Drifter. I have 4 Faithful. I have every single trigger creator on the table. Wow. We're drawing cards. Let's draw some more cards. Draw 3. 6 triggers. Okay, there's a foil. Land. Create a cast Ponder. The lag is real. Magic Online is having a hard time. Alright, these are all fine. I guess I can just put them like that. And no shuffle. Can't attack. We'll discard Plains, Chancery. Fine. Foil will discard these 3 cards. Or these cards. What did you draw? They attack in. So we'll go block, block, block. And then triple block. No, that doesn't make sense because they could crew shock it. Just block here. All right, they are done with their turn. What do I want to do? First thing, we'll play a Mole Drifter. Gain 4 life. Another fam. That doesn't really do anything. Let's draw 3 cards. Gain 4 life, make 2 birds. I think this is probably the funnest version of fams because you're just casting so many spells. I'll ponder. Looking for a snap. We already lost 1 Arcane-Mancer. Another foil. Take the foil. No shuffle. Let's attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These cards over here. Things I might want to keep. I'm going to ponder and shuffle. Unless I see an Arcane-Mancer. Okay, we shuffled. We found a flicker. Let's just ephemerate the Arcane-Mancer that, or the Mole Drifter that had attacked. And then play the island. And I'm passing. So here I'm going to discard Landscape, Familiar, Chancery, and 1 island. Next turn I'm playing Mortuary Mire to get back the Arcane-Mancer and then seal the deal. We can hard cast 1 foil for simply blue because we have so many familiars in play. If Malevolent Rumble, I'm going to counter it. 4 birds. We win the match. On to game 2. Match 2. Round 2. Seems really not very good. I'm going to mulligan. Unfortunate. We'll mulligan again. Okay, we can keep and get rid of Ponder and Chancery. Play the plains and pass the turn. Our opponent knows now that I'm on familiars because I normally play plains if I'm on fams. Cycle this, grabbing an island. Play the Chancery. We are trying to find our Dawnbringer Cleric now, but hopefully all of our cantrips can help us find it. They're on Bogles. They lead on Abundant Growth, Ethereal Armor. So I wonder if I want to... Okay, Murmuring Mystic's decent. Let's start with Preordain. I drew foil. By top and top, play the land, play the familiar. Pass the turn. I can foil pitching the Mystic if they have another huge payoff. The Utopia Sprawl. Okay. Sentinel's Eyes is fine. It's a 6/6. A Glade Cover Scout. Okay. So right now, we'll go for Drifter Ephemerate. Ephemerate the Drifter. Then just play out. Kind of stinks. That was not a good draw. I think I have to play the Mire. We can pitch the Ponder. Alright, so Counterspell. Pitching the Faithful. Or the Ponder. Or the Familiar. Don't know. I guess it has to be the Familiar. This is really tough. Probably the Familiar. Okay. When it gets in for 6. No blocks. We get to draw another 2 cards. Ephemerate the Mole Drifter. Okay. So, Faithful. Play Murmuring Mystic. Put a 6 life. Land. Cast a Preordain. Maybe I can find another foil and an island. Because right now the thing that... Okay, we found the foil, so let's discard or bottom the Preordain, top the foil, cast Meeting of Minds, tap, tap, tap. Any islands? No islands. Okay, that's bad. We're at 8. Let's see if we can fade a Trample effect. They have Utopia Sprawl and an Ancestral Mask, so that's okay. I can block both these right now. No Trample effect. Block and block. I can actually cycle this landscape if I want. Go Faithful, Ponder. I find a Snap, Drifter, and a Snap. So I will top, top, top. No shuffle. If I snap the Drifter right now, we have 2 blockers. And I can hold up the foil. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to start by attacking with the Drifter. And then right now it's only 8 damage. Okay. I think I have to play the landscape. Go to their turn. They have a Raincore. So let's try snapping Mole Drifter. They have Ram Through, I'm dead. Untap. And then cast a foil on the Raincore. Go to 13, 14. I think I should not draw the Mole Drifters. I have 4. I don't have enough to cast both Mole Drifters this turn, but I could like evoke one. Uh-oh, I have another Ancestral. Okay. So let's just fetch out an island. And then I'll block. Why should I block both still? They find trample, I'm super dead anyway, so only block the one. We have Archaeomancer, Ephemerate, and then I have to Drifter Ephemerate, and then, okay, they just concede. I don't know if that was like gonna be the game, but I appreciate it. We would have probably been able to do something. All right. I feel like I got away with one there. So revoke existence, negate, prohibit coming in. The mystics are not necessarily good. They did help me there. I think I can afford to take out all my snaps. But snap also is kind of a combo piece. So 2 snaps. Take all the snaps out in 1 mystic. I'm concerned that this won't work, but we'll see. Hopefully we can just keep tapping out and using foil. Oh boy. Okay, so game 2 we have turn 2 Faithful Ponder. Opponent's mulligan to 6. I'm going to keep it. You can also try turn 1 Ponder and then try to find a counterspell for turn 2. Now I'm just going to go land Faithful here, not using the Floodplain. My originally plan was to go Floodplain, turn 2 Faithful Ponder, but now I have double Faithful. A Malevolent Rumble, finding Sprawl, Abundant Growth. So no creature. We did take out all the snaps, so they can now suit up this thing. Let's go Faithful and Ponder. Dawnbringer Cleric is awesome. So let's keep the Cleric and the Fam. We'll be playing the Fam next turn probably. If they have a payoff spell, I'll cast the Cleric. They play a Glade Cover Scout and a Rancor and Ethereal Armor. So we'll Cleric the Ethereal Armor. Dawnbringer Cleric. So it's doing some work here. Destroy the Ethereal Armor. And then play the Floodplain. Next turn I have Faithful, Familiar, Land, Mini Mines. Gain 3 life. A Abundant Growth cycle after Utopia Sprawling. And 3 mana for an Armadillo Cloak. Okay. They gain a bunch of life. I'll play the Faithful, play the Familiar, play the land, cast the Meaning of Mines, draw some cards, get in for 1. I have a negate now. I probably need to hold that up. Play Utopia Sprawl. Do you have a payoff spell? They don't. Awesome. Getting in for 5, we go to 15. Let's Ponder. Go back to 18. I have a foil, so I could take the Ash Barrens and then draw 3 into the foil. Okay. No shuffle. Play the Ash Barrens. Hard cast Lorien Revealed. Oh, tapped wrong. The dual lands, I'm just not used to them. All right, your turn. Actually, I'll attack. So I can foil pitching the Chancery. Counterspell. That was pretty sweet. Force of Will. And then I can Ephemerate to take out the Armadillo Cloak. Never mind. We have a Revoke Existence. I can just go ahead and revoke the Armadillo Cloak. Attack in for 1. Now I'm looking for a Drifter or an Archaeomancer. Sentinel's Eyes. 1+1 has Vigilance. Okay. They can just replay that from the graveyard, so it's not worth countering. Plays a Ledgewalker. I'll take the 4 right now. Ash Barrens isn't great. Cycle, grab an island. Attacking for 1. Another Sentinel's Eyes, so it'll be 5 damage a turn. 6 damage. Stinky. In for 6. There we go. Drifter, Ephemerate. Gain 3, go to 12. Draw 2 cards. Draw another 2 cards. Don't mind if I do. And then we'll play Sunscape Familiar. Cast Preordain. Medium Mines. Double Medium Mines here. Very nice. Land. Cast Medium Mines. Draw some cards. And then we'll pass. No attacks into their Trample Vigilance creature. I'm glad I held on to the Ephemerate. And we win the match. On to round 3. Round 3 versus Mr. Twin. Traditionally a layer of aggro decks. Let's start with Landscape and pass the turn. These cantrips will help us find our lands. Forest. And let's see if they're on Bogles or... Okay, they're on Bogles as well. I believe that what's happening is that in Pauper, you're only allowed to play the most aggroist deck that's ever existed, or you have to play something that is like the most hard control deck that ever existed. And that's mostly related to Brood Scale. We'll take the Familiar. I needed another land though. Rumbles, finding Ethereal Armor, Sprawl, Growth, and a Forest. And they choose Forest because they needed lands. They've got a Ledgewalker. Okay. Familiar. Chancer is just one of the best cards in the deck sometimes. Making double land drop here. I can even attack with my Faithful for no fun. Or just to send a message. Sprawl. Okay. So I think the correct plan is Mystic Preordain. Trying to put some creatures on the table. Yeah, they have a mask. Getting in for 5. Trying to find my Dominator Cleric again. Funny that I put that in and then face Bogles. Okay. Another Familiar. I think now it's... So if they have another mask, it's +6. So it'll be 11 damage. Let's Familiar into Murmuring Mystic. Pass the turn. Hopefully no trample. I have the trample effect. So this is 9 damage. Another payoff would easily just kill me here. 16 right now. GG. Well played. They got it done. They had everything in hand. Draw some cards. We were far from accomplishing any of our goals. Provoke, negates, prohibits, get rid of the snaps, and a Mystic. We're on the play. Have a negate. So I'll keep this. I can play a turn 2 Familiar and then hold up negate while I fetch this. I can also have Meaning of Minds available. So turn 1 Floodplain. Our opponent has turn 1 Sprawl. Probably another pseudo flyer here. Play the Familiar. Cycle and Ash Barrens. Probably getting a Plains. To get a Forest. Okay, another Utopia Sprawl. And they have the Ledgewalker. Okay, we have Cleric. We have Meaning of Minds. We have Faithful. We can counter one thing. Cast Malevolent Rumble, that's okay. They didn't really hit anything there. Bunch of lands and a Ledgewalker. They chose the Plains. Play an Ethereal Armor, okay. Rancor. They're still floating white. Okay. 7 damage. Sentinel's Eyes. I'm just going to Meaning of Minds. Draw. Did not get anywhere. Taking 9. Cleric. Blow up the armor. Fire. Pass the turn. So I'm stuck on colored sources pretty badly. And they found the trample effect. I guess I should have just countered the Ethereal Armor in the first place. Opponent is good at playing Bogles. They were able to mind game me out of the game for sure. Round 4, we're 2-1. I think this is okay. I think I should probably preordain on turn 2 when I know what my opponent's doing. Maybe though, just preordaining right now is better. They mulligan to 6. And 5, okay. And 4. I'll play the preordain. I mean the island and pass. Something crazy could be happening over there. Affinity. Okay, we found another preordain. So I guess don't want the flicker. I'll take the Familiar. Play the Chancery and pick up the island. If this is Affinity and not Jeskai Ephemerate, it would be better for me because they could just blow up my land. But if they want to blow up my land, they should really try to recoup the value that they've lost already. They play a Blood Fountain. Thoughtcast. Okay. So Familiar. Pass the turn. I'm leaving up the snap on the Familiar. Trying not to have it die. They go Galvanic. I'll bring back the fam. Plays Mistvault Bridge. Let's start with Preordain. Cleric doesn't really matter. Foil could be okay. Chancery. Pick up the island. Play the fam. We're probably pitching these cards. They Thoughtcast again. Do I want to counterspell that? I think no. Mirror Enforcer number 1. So Murmuring Mystic is pretty good against Mirror Enforcer. Galvanic. Let's counter it. Looking for cantrips. Another foil. Play the Mystic out and then play out the island. And the plan is that I'm going to hardcast the foil. Just leave it up as a 3-mana cancel. One attacks for 4. Go block. I play makeshift munitions to kill my Murmuring Mystic. Stinks. Shoots it with a token. Play God-pharoah's Faithful. And then Mortuary Mire. Get it back. Now I think I want to focus on stopping their card draw. Because I know I'm sort of drawing a blank next turn. But it attacks for 4. We're at 16. There's another Blood Fountain. Okay. Okay. We'll counterspell the Reckoner's Bargain. Play my Mystic. Now the problem is that I am now top decking. I didn't draw anything that actually draws more than one card. The Murmuring Mystic is pretty medium here. But I felt like if I could draw into some of the cantrips, then I would just really go off. We'll go to 14. They have an additional 4 damage on the table at any moment. They have another Deadly Dispute. They Reckoner's Bargain away a land. I definitely would have sacrificed a Blood Fountain there. I feel like that was a mistake. Got an Ichor Wellspring, which they can sacrifice to draw an extra card. Nile's Spellbomb. We have nothing. We'll go ahead and grab an island. Hacking for 1. We have to draw one of our action spells now. We have 4 Drifter, 3 Lorien, and 3 Murmuring Meeting of Minds. Currently, we go to 10. They have an additional 4, so we're basically at 6. Okay, they throw the Wellspring at us to draw a card. We're at 9. Another Deadly Dispute. This time sacrificing the Spellbomb. They can draw an additional card that way. They were not really afraid of the things in my graveyard, I guess. Mere Enforcers for days. We drew the Drifter. That's good. And a Ponder. So Ponder. We can shuffle with the landscape we need. Snap would be great here, because then I could snap and replay the Mole Drifter. Archaeomancer could be okay. No shuffle. Play the landscape. Sacrifice for an island. They have 6 mana on the table. We can't go below 6. That means we have to, I guess, put the Mole Drifter and the bird in front of the Mere Enforcers. We have the Archaeomancer into a Ponder. Another Blood Fountain. A Rummage. Swinging in with the team. Those pretty easy blocks. Plays a bridge. Our Clan Shaman will win the game, I think. Start with the Drifter, I guess. Another Mystic. We can go Archaeomancer, attempt to snap the Mere Enforcer, and then that makes a bird. Then they kill my Archaeomancer. It's fine. If the snap resolves, then I can play the Lorien Revealed. I mean, they don't just wipe the board with the Clan Shaman. So snap on the stack. They're going to now sacrifice. They have to sacrifice their entire board here. Or they have to sacrifice 4 things if they want to take out the Faithful, which will kill their Mere Enforcers. They decide to kill the Mere Enforcers. Great. Perfect. And the Mystic. Sure. Totally fine. That's fine. Weird play. So this means that they just think that they're going to rely on killing all of my stuff. Like I don't know what the plan is. They're going to rebuy the Mere Enforcers, I suppose. Okay, they rebuy the Mere Enforcers. They have to tap their mana to play the Enforcer. They have a bridge. Double free Enforcer. Okay. We draw Meeting Minds. It's pretty swickety sweet. I don't know why I said it that way. It's nice. I like it. Snap an Enforcer. They can sacrifice it if they want to the makeshift munitions. Like a weird thing to do if they want to do that, though. They can. Untap. Cast a Lorien Revealed. So our board is coming back pretty quickly. Another Snap, Mancer, Familiar. I'll just pass. And then we will block and cast Meeting Minds. Okay. Block. Tap all my creatures. For another Meeting Minds. Okay. What do we draw? Snap. Okay. Probably have to just try to get a foil so that we can take out and stop them from getting the Clan Shaman back on the table. They Deadly Dispute their creature. Now they can... What's their plan? Enforcer for free. Okay. Deadly Dispute the Enforcer. And then rebuy the Enforcers. They're just putting mana on the table. There's a Clan Shaman. Right. Okay. Locks in the Clan Shaman to get rid of the Murmuring Mystic. Okie dokie. They have 1 mana available. Play the familiar. Archaeomancer. We'll return the foil. Then Drifter Ephemerate. I mean, Drifter and Snap, not Ephemerate. Draw 2. I think the game has gotten away from our opponent here. Untap. Okay. Draw some more. There we go. Snap the Muldrifter again. And then untap the cards again. So, play the island. Or cast a Muldrifter. Cast Ponder. And now I can use the shuffle. I'll take the Lorien. And then shuffle. Grabbing an island. I have lots of foils available. I'll go ahead and attack for 4. I think they made some decisions that just didn't win them the game, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. They can just kill me with a makeshift munitions from 0. Gets back, or draws with a clue. Thoughtcast. Can counterspell the Thoughtcast. And then I have to counterspell using the Lorien revealed. Is it worth it? I think it's worth it here. Counterspell. Because they're looking for something to do. A Deadly Dispute. So I can counterspell again or just let this go. I'm going to let that one go. Plays another Ichor Wellspring. I have 8 mana in play, 9 mana in play. Plays a Refurbished. Fine. We'll discard the island. Okay, Faithful is good because it helps me not die. And then we'll draw 3 cards with the Lorien revealed. I draw another 3 cards, or do I ponder? I'll ponder. Ephemerate and a Preordain. And I have, so now I can just top, top, top. No shuffle. Preordain. Go to 16 life. Top and top. And then I can hardcast the foil. Let's attack in. Oh, I shouldn't have attacked with the Archaeomancer. That was kind of stupid. But whatever. It's currently 8 damage. They block a Muldrifter. They're going to get back Krarkland Shaman and Refurbish Familiar. The Refurbished will get rid of the Familiar, which is fine. And then I have a foil for this guy. Doink. No thank you. No thank you. Counterspell. There's a land where it's 17. They have Refurb, which they cast. We discard the Familiar. We only have 2 mana, and they scoop. Okay. I felt like our deck did not super come together, but somehow it got it done. We want some Hydroblasts. We want all of the anti-artifact stuff. We can cut the Faithfuls because we're not planning on using them. We don't really need the Murmuring Mystics either. And then from a foil. Oh, I don't need the Dawnbringer Cleric. I should get rid of that. And bring in a negate. So we want to be able to protect our Dust to Dust essentially. Maybe just double negate and then triple hydro. Okay, so our opponent's on the play. We have a ridiculous amount of ways to find our Dust Dusts. I think this is fine. I'm going to keep it and see what happens. We lead on a land, which hopefully we will destroy. I'll start with Ponder. Down the Dust to Dust. That's step 1. But then we're drawing a non-land. We have to ponder and try to find a land. A Blood Fountain. We know we're drawing a Ponder. Underneath it is an Ephemerate. Let's ponder. Okay. No shuffle. Play the plains. It's many cantrip hand. It's not great right now. I need let's see. Okay, so they play a Mirror Enforcer and a Mirror Enforcer. Let's ponder again. Floodplain. Okay. Guess I keep it. Pass. I'm using the ponders there because I really need to find the actual lands. They're going to discard Vault of Whispers. Looks like they kept an anti-dust hand with many lands. They don't make a land drop. It's interesting. There they go. Try dusting these. Okay, that just happens. They play a land. Okay, they kept a hand that had 1,000 million lands. Let's preordain. Looking for lands as well. Bottom the Ephemerate. Top the Chancery. Play the Chancery. And I'm going to pick up the island and then discard a preordained. Holding up the negate for a draw spell. That's so funny. They just kept a hand with thousands of lands, hoping that we would try to go for dust on them. And I ended up going for dust on their creatures. Preordain. Meeting of Minds and Drifter. I'll put both on top. Play the land and pass. We can end step. Guess I shouldn't F6. We can end step a meeting of minds because they literally just kept lands. That's so funny. I got lucky there. Would not have been able to beat their 99 land draw. But now I can play landscape and evoke a drifter. They might have a pyroblast. Okay, we draw. Time to ephemerate the Muldrifter. Negate. I'll negate your negate. And they have a pyroblast or galvanic blast. Okay, that's okay. Currently, they're just not accomplishing anything. Lots of lands. Refurb. I'll discard plains. Play a Vault of Whispers. They're out of action. I have a negate. Let's hardcast a drifter on a hydroblast. My mana is so bad right now, but we're just gonna do this. I will block. They can use their blood fountain if they want. It's fine. You can get rid of a snap. Get back the refurb. Playing it. We'll discard a snap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana in play. Play another Muldrifter. Then Mire on a Muldrifter. This game has been very strange, this whole match. We have Hydroblast for Galvanic, and I have Negate if they have a card draw spell. Once again, block. Refurb dies, Muldrifter dies. 2 mana. They cast a Reckoner's Bargain, I will counterspell. Play Sunscape Familiar. I'll evoke the Muldrifter. Draw some cards. Snap the Muldrifter. So that's mana neutral. They have a cast down. Let's snap it again. Tap. Okay. Play Familiar. Land. Evoke the Muldrifter. Draw some cards. Flicker, Drifter, and Mortuary Mire. And then I have to turn off auto yields for a second here. We're going to put the Muldrifter on top. I'm going to crack this. Grabbing Island. Draw 2 cards. Put the Muldrifter on top. Pass. Opponent has a Blood Fountain. They can once again grab their refurb. But that doesn't do that much. They're kind of fine. I think I would wait on it if I were them. They are waiting. Cool. Play another Familiar. Finally, I will Chancery and return this. I don't think our opponent can win this game, but it's possible. Like, we have no more negates, so they could just chain a bunch of disputes. They've only drawn 1 so far. They also agree they can't win, and they have conceded. 3-1. Round 5. That's an easy mulligan. Uh-oh. Double no-lander. Mulligan again. Oh, no. I swear this never happens. Mulligan. We mulligan to 4. All right, keep. So the best lands are these 2. We can get rid of this land. We can get rid of 1 familiar. And then don't know what our opponent's doing. So we probably have to keep the preordain. And then I guess the highest upside is keeping the fam. So we'll get rid of the snap. Play the landscape and pass the turn. Mounted. Okay. That's pretty bad. We'll grab an island. Immediately preordain. We find foil and Lorien Revealed. So I think I bottom. I'm far from casting this, but I'll top it. And we'll pick up the island. I could maybe play it if I find a snap. I have to like go for that biggest upside, I think. Otherwise, there's no way for me to win. Our opponent has no second land, it looks like, but a Tomb Raider. They get in for 3. Second land. Dang. And a Kuldotha. Finding a mountain. Start on a preordain. We have Drifter. So top. Should not have topped that plains. That was a big mistake. I was just thinking, oh, maybe I can get my Muldrifter. If this familiar lives, I can hardcast a Drifter here. I thought, oh, then I can get 5 mana to cast a Muldrifter. If that's not the case, I'll be already dead, probably. Epicure. That gives them a blood token. They go ahead and slam a Bushwhacker. 10 damage coming in. We'll go to 5. So the only thing I can do is evoke the Drifter with an island, a blue and a white floating. Oh no. They killed my, I threw so bad. I blocked here and then that died. Let's see if I could have, would have been at 4. Yeah, we were so dead. So dead. Hashtag do not be on the draw. Bring in actually the prohibits or the negates. And then we have all 4 Hydroblasts in the deck, cutting the foils and the ephemerates. And then I will trim one Lorien Revealed. Maybe 1 Meeting of Mine. Nah. So it's got to be one of these cards. It's going to be just a prohibit. I need the card draw. Hopefully all of my cantrips can help me find my Hydroblast and my Faithfuls, and then we can win the game again. I mean, we beat Kuldotha previously. All right, on the play. Was I on the play previously? I was. I was on the play. I just mulliganed 4. I forgot about that. So start off with a Plains and a Faithful. Our opponent has an Epic here. So Lorien Revealed. I can Ponder and then use the Lorien Reveal to make the Ponder good. Medium Mind's Preordain. So we'll take the Preordain and then no shuffle. We'll see if they kill my Faithful. If they kill my Faithful, then I'll shuffle for an island. Mortuary Mire, grab the Faithful, Preordain into it. May play a Tomb Raider. We're going to block. This is a gain 2, essentially. And then they will likely Galvanic Blast it because they don't have Metalcraft right now, so Galvanic Blast is currently a shock. They play a Relic. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. So I'm going to draw the Meeting of Minds. I think I should cycle still. Get an island. I can cast Meeting of Minds or I can Preordain. Let's Preordain. Try to find some Hydroblasts, some Faithfuls, some Familiars. We'll top. Play the Familiar out. I'm surprised that they did not kill my Faithful and they really wanted to get that Tomb Raider in play. The Relic away, a Preordain. Kills the Faithful. Kills the Familiar. Okay. We have a Drifter. Let's start by evoking the Mole Drifter. Draw 2 cards. Familiar on top. Okay. So let's Mortuary Mire back the Faithful. We can play the Faithful and then also cast Meeting of Minds. Just get rid of a random card. They're going to Bushwhack. 7 damage coming in, putting me to 10. Play the Faithful. Play the Island. That's the turn. I can block and then Meeting of Minds. And then I can cycle the Lorien so I can go Familiar plus Mole Drifter. To get rid of a Mole Drifter. They still have Galvanic Blast available, so they could just bolt my Faithful to kill it right away. They're going to Bushwhack again. That's like best case scenario for me, assuming they don't have another land. We're going to block and then immediately cast the Meeting of Minds so that we don't die to a Fire Blast right now, but they don't have double land. And I'll cycle this, grab an island. So I can do a couple of things. I can play Faithful into Mancer for Meeting of Minds. Faithful, Mancer, Meeting of Minds. Then I can block and then cast Meeting of Minds. Seems good. Faithful, land, play Archaeomancer, go to 7 life, grab the Meeting of Minds. Go block, cast Meeting of Minds. I guess if they can bolt something right now, then I can't cast the Meeting of Minds. I can't afford to not block whatsoever and go to 9. Casting a Synthesizer, finds a red Elemental Blast. They can kill the Archaeomancer, then I'll take 2 life, 2 damage. What happens if I put a 9, 3, 4, 5. I have 2 cards in hand. I'll take 3, 4, 5. Go to 2, 3, 4. Go to 4. I can't afford it. Okay. It's dead. They're attacking in. They'll put me to 5. Not dead to a Galvanic. I'm dead to Bolt plus Fire Blast again. Seems they don't have it. This is good. So, Sunscape Familiar. Play the Mole Drifter. Then we go back up to 7 life. Now I found a Murmuring Mystic. I can't make this land drop. I'm holding up the Prohibit. I think I should save the Meeting of Minds probably. A Lightning Bolt, we're just going to counter immediately. Go to 9. Exile my Lorien. Sorry. Frog in my throat. I'm trying to consider, like, how can they do the most damage this turn to set themselves up for success, because they need multiple bolts. I currently have everything blocked down, so they have to decide if they want to go face or, like, kill my creature so they can get in. Use a galvanic on a familiar. That's okay. Being patient. Now I cannot Meeting of Minds this turn. They discard with the blood token, discarding a clockwork. Okay. Maybe it's gonna be okay for me. Are they gonna crack the relic just to draw a card? That would take them off Metalcraft. Do they want to throw away a creature just to put me to 8 life? A weird attack. Okay, I'll just block. Currently have 8 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast the Murmuring Mystic. We'll go to 12 life or 11 life. They have a red blast. So let's respond with the Meeting of Minds. See if I can find a Hydroblast. I did. Sick. I almost targeted my own spell. That was really close. I almost targeted the Murmuring Mystic, which would have been a legal target. That's funny. I'll just cycle my land, grab an island. Phew. We're at 15. Our opponent cracks the synthesizer. They find a Chain Lightning. They decide not to attack. Oh, okay. They're just going to go Chain Lightning face. Get rid of an Ash Barrens. Here's where I'm... Wow, they didn't do anything there. Okay. I'm surprised they didn't cast a Chain Lightning. I'll pick up the Mortuary Mire. They relic my familiar. They're passing the turn. Guess I will go for the Mire on the Muldrifter. They get to crack. So they counterspelled it. Hopefully they don't have another red blast here. Muldrifter. Yay, it resolves. And a familiar. And then we can block with the Drifter and pick up and replay the Mortuary Mire later. They're getting buried by my faithfuls. Playing an Epicure. Okay. They discard a mountain. Playing a synth. So best case scenario, they find a 1 mana spell. They cast it and then they pass while tapped out. Play the Tomb Raider. They had found the Tomb Raider off the synthesizer. Okay. We're good to go now. Attack in for 2. Then play the Chancery and pick up the Mire. Snap the Muldrifter. Here's Trigger Town. Whee! Okay, untap. And then play it. 2 more life for a 22. And then hardcast a Lorien Revealed. 2 life, 2 birds. We're taking over the game. Now, could it have been something else? I don't know. Let's tap the Muldrifter, Familiar, and a bird. Make 2 birds. Gain 2 life. Meeting of Minds. We're going off. Ponder. Anything good? Making birds. They have to have, like, end the festivities. So let's put back the island. Take the Preordain. And then maybe I will shuffle away the familiar. Drawing it's also fine, though. They scooped. All right, so we are 1 game away from a 4-1, but we're going to be on the draw. We have to find early Hydroblasts. All right, so we have, like, this hand starts things on turn 3. I think it's still keepable. We have Island, and then we're going to cycle for the Plains. Play the Plains. Hold up the Prohibit. Can potentially counter something on a Chancery. Okay. And then maybe we don't need the Plains. Representing Pyroblast. Our opponent plays a Relic. That's not a big deal. We get in for 1. They're holding open the Relic right away. Let's cycle. Grab a Plains. They're going to Relic me. Nice thing is I don't have to respond to that anymore. Play the Plains. But we would potentially counterspell a creature here. A Relic is fine. I'm getting lucky that our opponent is just sideboarding in cards that don't matter. If this is a Kuldotha, I will counter. Another Relic. Okay. You got it. You should probably cycle those. Yeah, no big deal. Land. I'll play the Familiar. We can counterspell something with the Prohibit. Galvanic Blast already kills the Familiar, so I'm totally fine with blocking. They have a Chain Lightning, I counter. They get rid of the Chain Lightning from the graveyard. And they have a Galvanic. And then they are going to Relic away the Familiar. Yeah, that's fine. You should crack them. Go Faithful, since we just drew that. I was going to go Murmuring Mystic. think I should preordain and just look for more cantrips so that next turn I can play the Murmuring Mystic and some cantrips. Get rid of that. Top the Muldrifter. Play the Chancery. We're just going to block. We're just going to continue to block. Our opponent's sitting back on these relics that will not win the game for them. There they go. They crack the relic. They draw a card. They're getting in. We block. They want to bolt my thing. Looks like they're going to. Chain Lightning. Okay. It's dead. They can relic away my Faithful. Go land. Muldrifter. They have to have a red blast in hand. They're not going to win the game with their 1/1. They discard a mountain. Kills the Muldrifter. Gets rid of the Muldrifter. Kuldotha now. So the best draw for me would be a cantrip. So I can go Familiar, Murmuring Mystic cantrip. Not find one. Let's play the Familiar. Play out the Murmuring Mystic. They crack another relic. Plays an Epicure. Do not currently have Metalcraft. They could get in and see if I'll block with the Mystic and then go like Great Furnace, Galvanic Blast your Murmuring Mystic, and that would be a bummer. They're going to discard. Discarding a Tomb Raider. Wow. What are you looking for? Plays a land. Maybe they're trying to find a Pyroblast. Start with a Ponder. Just making birds. I find a Hydroblast. Awesome. Keep it on top. And we'll hardcast the Lorien Revealed. They get rid of the Ponder. And now snap a token. Make another bird. Still holding up the Hydroblast. And then we untap. So here's going to be a tricky play. We play the Archaeomancer. If they crack the relic right now, then I could Hydroblast their thing. But they didn't do it. So we get back to snap. Now they crack. That's okay. I'll just pass. So the relics did not help them win the game. And they just let me sit back, not really accomplishing anything. And we're going to win and get a 4-1. So I'm happy about it. Tomb Raider, sure. At this point, I don't actually care about their creatures. They're getting in. We will double block here, make sure it dies, and then block as many things as possible. I like to leave the goblin tokens around because I could snap them off the table as a removal spell. We go to 14. Their last card is a Kuldotha, and they reveal a Galvanic Blast. So I will just let the Kuldotha resolve. Start with the Lorien Revealed. Draw 3 cards. Then we'll go land, Familiar, cast the Medium Mines, draw some cards, multiple Hydroblasts. Okay. Opponent is dead, so we have 4 blockers, they have 4 attackers, and I have double Hydroblast. We win the game! So sometimes this cantrip version of Familiars can be kind of clunky, but I do find it pretty fun, and once you start going off and making birds, that is quite legit. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next video.